What's up, guys? It's Eric. This right here is the best coping mechanism of all time, and I truly mean this. This right here is a fidget cube. This is the Fube. I have a couple of these. This is my favorite coping mechanism, and I'll share with you why. If you're new to my channel, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm none of that. I'm diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, GAD, and MDD. Take medication. I've self-harmed before. I lost a wife and a father to suicide. I'm a recovering addict when it comes to alcohol and cocaine. And I like to share my experiences and resources and tools that I've used to help anybody struggling through life. If you're new to my channel, hit the like and subscribe button. I share a lot of videos when it comes through fighting through every single day, knowing that you matter. Why this to me is the best hack, the best coping of all, is because of what it really actually helps me cope with. So this Fube here, and that's what it's called, is the Fube. I've done a review on this before, but all in all, like, I really resort and tell a lot of people about fidget cubes, and it doesn't have to be this one, just fidget cubes in general, because a lot of us struggle with different things, whether it's picking of our eyelashes, picking of our hair, anxiety is getting too much. We're in school and we have anxiety. We're in public and we're having struggles with anxiety. We're biting our nails or biting the skin around our nails. Fidget cubes help with a lot of that. And I'm not saying that this is the save-all grace of everything, but for me at least, fidget cubes help the most, and it's because of certain things even on here. When I'm struggling, this is the toggle is the thing that I actually use the most, and I pull it up and I snap it down and I keep pushing on it, but it lets me get out that ability. You have different things that you can press on here, different noises. It has these little gauges. But these are actually great, and they just, especially when you just want to bite your nails, you go to this and you flick on it. It gives you this huge distraction from your brain of something to go to, and it's small, so it fits in your hand, where not a lot of people are going to notice you messing with something in your hand, or what is that? And it's just one of those that's very calming. It's relaxing. It keeps your brain distracted as you're pressing different things, as you're feeling different things. Because we do struggle a lot, like when we're trapped in our thoughts. This keeps us in the present because we mess with it so much. You do get paranoid of dropping it, so you're not going to disassociate. You're focused on it because you don't want to drop it. And it gives you, it's kind of fun. It's fun to sit and play with. It's fun to press the buttons. It's fun to sit and feel the different textures and to spin. Because, I mean, that's what it's all about, is you have these different senses that you're using here, and it uses the sense of sight, it uses the sense of touch, it uses the sense of sound and hearing, because it does make noises, it does click, so you're keeping your senses engaged and you're not losing control to yourself. And if you are struggling with a lot of the different things out there, when it comes to social anxiety, when it comes to anxiety in general, like general anxiety disorder, the most important thing is, like, this is not the cure-all. Getting with a therapist definitely helps, possibly medication. I mean, it's trial and error to find out what works for you. This, though, is a huge go-to. If you don't want to use candies to help keep yourself distracted from your thoughts, because I've had a lot of people who will tell me, like, I'll share like the Twix hacks, or I'll share the Sour Patch Kids hacks, or the Warheads, and they're going, well, I don't want to gain a bunch of weight. This is one of the easiest go-tos. Have a couple of these because they do break, but it is almost like a little bit of a security blanket that gets your sensory systems going, that reminds you that it is okay. I mean, this is a massive part of my toolkit, of my soothing box. Having this helps. Having this distracts, having this keeps me out of here and lets me fight through. So remember that. So no matter what it is you're struggling with, find out what works for you. This is one of my all-time favorites. I like it a little bit more than a fidget spinner because there's more to do on this than a fidget spinner. A fidget spinner, you're spinning it. Eventually you kind of get bored, you put it down. All of a sudden you're looking for it, you can't find it. This will last a lot longer in your hand than what a fidget spinner will, at least in my case. I do struggle with ADHD, so my thoughts bounce a lot, especially if I'm not on my meds. This I can actually maintain using a lot longer than I do a fidget spinner. But find out what works for you. I mean, down below, I have links to all my different social medias. I have links to the mental health Discord communities. Everything that I've tried to create is bridging the gap between a therapist and a crisis hotline, of sharing tools, experiences, resources of what helps us fight through every single day life, because you matter. And the more that we hear what other people have used, the more that it helps us with our trial and error and helps us fight through. You got to remember that you're the most important person in the world. I have links down below to Amazon. I mean, I do have links to the Fube if you want to buy it off of Amazon. That's where I do get mine. even fidget spinners and weighted blankets. I have a link down below to BetterHelp if you want to try online therapy, because it is finding out what works best for you. We're all different, and that's what you got to remember. What works for somebody else may not work for you, and what works for you may not help somebody else. But the more that we share this, the more that it helps people along on that trial and error. So don't give up what you're going through. Find what works for you. And remember that you're a BAMP. You're a badass motherfucker. You've made it through 100% of your worst days and make it through 2 today. And that's how amazing you are. Find out what works for you. You never know. Something as simple as a fidget cube can help you with a lot of the different things you're struggling with. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's do this together.